Then it was Tuesday, and now it's today. So today is Wednesday. For those that don't know the days of the week, we help you just, refresh your primary school days and tell you every single day of the week that we're here with you. We're waking up with you at 6, 8.
And we're going to be here with you all the way till Friday. is joining us today, finally.
Yeah? Did you miss me?
Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You missed me.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
And sweet.
Looking
you guys
sweet
as well.
Looking sweet.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How's it going?
Good, good, good. How you doing?
Oh,
Excellent. So it's time to get out of bed. So you know that we had mentioned I think about 10 days ago, was it last week?
Yeah.
That there are people who are just discovering the show.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm getting messages.
Really?
From people
welcome.
that said they've never heard about this show until we started at 6 a.m.
Beautiful.
So now they see it for like 30 minutes before they leave the house every single day. So welcome.
The plan is to make sure that you get in a little bit of Wake Up Nigeria before you step out of the house and start your day and go make some money. My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We're streaming live right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
At TVC Continental, tvcontinental.tv, and on Facebook at TVC Connect. For comments, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Facebook.
Yes, so why is it that people should stream with us? Because we have a bumper package for you. Now, how much of your past should you share with your spouse or partner?
That's a good question. And in continuation of the Privacy in Marriage series, we'll be having that conversation with relationship coach Temi Tokwe Imo, who's going to be joining us very shortly.
Yes, so. And then we'll be bringing you our first musical performance of the day. We have Blessing Osai, a.k.a. Oyinbrekemi.
And also joining us on the show this morning is nutritionist Nitya Helur. We missed her last week, but she's back. And she'll be talking to us about chia mango pudding and about all the benefits as well.
Yes, sir. She always has some nutritional tidbits for us. Love it, love it.
I'm liking what I'm seeing on the screen there.
From fitness and nutrition, we take you to for another of her life hack sessions.
This time for pregnant women.
Yes, yes, it's a series, I believe this is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Do's and don'ts. Interesting.
Do's and don'ts. Shua is a rapper, and she's a singer also, and a songwriter, and a performer. She's going to be joining us for a musical performance.
Did you know today was World Oral Health Day? Answer now, answer now. Yes, you did.
Well, yeah. We talked about it yesterday.
Joining us to talk about oral hygiene and so much more is dental surgeon Dr. Femi Adiriye. Smile, people.
All right, so here's a question for you. Do you like turkey? We hope you do, because our farming segment for this week has got a lot to do with a big fat turkey.
Yes, sir.
Will be coming up later on with farmer Suleiman.
Yes, sir. It's interesting. So he's the president of the Poultry Farmers Association.
Oh, right.
Ikorodu.
So we all get free turkeys?
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
But,
so growing up, when we go to my grandpa's
place
at Surulere, he had these 2 big white turkeys that would chase the compound wasn't very large, but these turkeys would take a look at you. Then when you're not prepared, they just charge. And you know, we're kids.
Yeah.
We would not be running. They were having so much fun.
Yeah.
And when they die, they will be replaced, sometimes with colored ones, but I always preferred the white ones. They're always so cute.
Turkeys are just like, I always just used to think of them.
Turkeys are not cute.
They're not.
They're good
and
to
they're
eat.
loud.
Well, maybe because I've known them for years, or I've always seen them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't even like eating them, because I saw a lot of turkeys growing up.
I've always preferred turkeys to chicken.
But you know, chicken is healthier than turkey.
Yeah, I know, but I like turkey.
So I think
My sister
is an oilier meat.
Turkey to chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, it's oilier.
It's oilier than turkey.
Regular. Okay.
But then again, when it comes to poultry in general, you know, a lot of people just don't realize how many other birds are, being purchased on the market.
Oh, yeah,
and make good business for people.
Very true.
Yes.
So it'll be
Guinea fowl, for example, that one is for some people a delicacy.
Even the eggs, I
Yes,
heard.
the
I've
guinea
never
eggs,
had
yeah.
the eggs before, but I heard. And ducks.
Ducks as well. Some people love
Rear
ducks.
ducks.
Yeah.
Ducks.
Yeah. There's some people who actually rear ducks so as to sell them. Just the same way we talked yesterday about people rearing rabbits.
No, don't say it.
Rabbits.
No.
Oh, rabbit.
No.
Rabbit.
That's rabbit about rabbits. I actually, didn't have the opportunity to share my experience. I remember, because I have a science background, of course, so it was part of our biology, co-practical, yeah. And I never really understood, actually, not like I never understood. I didn't have the opportunity to taste what it tastes the meats, even though I used it. So I had to, so even when I was, because you're actually using the bones for experiments, not for, and then so I had to throw away all that skin, all that flesh and all of that. And then when I got back to school, and everybody was recounting their experience, rabbit, I'm like,
I don't understand. So you used the bones and threw away the meat, and everybody else said they ate it?
everybody ate theirs.
Oh, no.
I'm not feeling like it's this one.
Okay, the whole science background thing, I actually was in science class till SS2 second term. And one of the reasons I
Just follow through. You can just
I switched. I switched to arts, like
Why?
sharp switch. I wanted to be a pharmacist, just like my dad. But anytime I see blood,
Oh, no.
Right.
well, pharmacists don't usually have access, they don't usually have to see blood.
Yeah, but I think initially...
I just felt
Yeah.
science is evolving. There were some things they were exposing us to that even the teachers that would tell us that because you're a pharmacist doesn't mean that you won't see blood. All those days are going. And then I would just look at the man like, this thing might be true. So I decided everything
true, yeah.
science, please stay away from me. Like
And in fact,
bad energy.
in many towns and villages, they don't have doctors.
Yeah.
So somebody can actually show up in a pharmacy with a broken leg or with a
even in
gash on their
Lagos,
face and
even
things
in
like that.
Lagos,
So yeah.
the average bike man, if he falls off his bike or something,
They go to a
otherwise,
pharmacist.
He goes to
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. That's
Yeah, they don't
go
even
to the
think of
chemist.
clinics.
Yeah.
Really.
the one that scares me the most are the roadside ones.
Those
They are roadside
Chemists.
chemists, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't have a store. They just sell the drugs in like a bowl, and they're like by the bus stops and all the on the bridges and stuff. And I think those ones should actually be looked into.
Well, yeah,
No,
well,
they're
actually, NAFDAC.
being looked into. They're working against the law. It's not
Yeah.
allowed.
Exactly, because
it's actually not
someone
allowed.
goes and says, I have cramps in my leg, and they're giving you.
Yeah, some of those guys are still selling banned products like Dagger Queen,
Yeah.
Yes.
Pro Cold and things. So when you ask
Especially
them,
on buses.
you
yeah.
ask for
Yes.
Dagger Queen,
Yes.
they will
Yes.
actually give you Dagger.
Yes, 200 naira. Quere.
You know.
Wow.
You give it to your mother and your
okay,
father,
can you
and
stop
they'll
the-
be all right. No problem again.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, okay now.
Okay.
It's time for the traffic update, Lagos traffic updates on Wake Up Nigeria. And I am Mary Alimi. Now, every morning, we do our best to make your journeys to your various destinations easier by bringing you traffic reports from some key areas in Lagos. Let's start things off this morning with Ikeja to Victoria Island. Now, at the moment, it's not so bad. You have spots of traffic from one place to the other. As a matter of fact, the longest route will take you less than 2 hours at this time. So if you set out now, it will take you an hour, 49 minutes maximum, depending on the route you take. But if you're going to be taking through Surulere especially, it will take you about an hour, 13 minutes, which isn't bad. But that's at the moment. So you might want to set out right now. Titi, Ikeja to VI, not too bad, less than 2 hours this morning at this time. What do you think of this?
Okay, so I think there's a lot more pressure on Mondays and Tuesdays. By Wednesday, everybody has like kind of calmed down.
Yeah, it looks like things ease off a little bit.
Yeah. And then also
By Thursday
Thursdays.
is then light, and But
So Thursday mornings, that's because a lot of businesses do not open till after 10 a.m.
In Lagos.
Yeah,
I don't know
in
if it's
Lagos.
all over. It's just
No, it's just in Lagos, actually. Yeah, because
other
of
states
sanitation.
some other states are adopting
Yeah,
one
just
one
a
by one.
few, yeah. A few states
But
in the West.
2 hours to the island is, yeah, it's still kind of long.
From Ikeja.
If you're leaving now, I mean, you definitely be late.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
well, that's true. If you're going to work, you're definitely going to be late. But then, of course, that's why you should pass the routes, as I said, maybe through Surulere. It will help you get there in less than an hour, 15 minutes.
Surulere is free at this time. Oh, that's very strange.
Right.
Very strange.
Okay. So moving on, we go from Ajah, Songotedo to Victoria Island. There's a lot of traffic around Lekki Phase 1. In fact, a lot of it. Yes, there are spots of free areas, but there's a lot of traffic around there. But it eases out at about the toll gate area. So from there, it doesn't get so congested like the Lekki Phase 1 area. I know, Yomi, you're very familiar with that area. So do you find it surprising that the traffic around Lekki Phase 1 is more intense than anywhere else this morning? I
don't know. It's kind of strange because at 6:35 it should be lighter since there's still a lot of traffic coming from Ajah to all the roundabouts, the third roundabout and the fourth roundabout. So it's a bit surprising.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one of those days. You know how it is, and now you have to try and get out early.
Get familiar with the alternative routes.
Yeah, exactly,
we have a few tweets here, though.
Okay.
Mostly on the mainland, basically. I have one here from Uchi Million. He's saying that traffic from Sele to Mile 2 is heavy because of trailers, you know, that are packed on the express. I really hope that the government can jump on that. These trailers are really causing a bit of traffic.
Yeah.
Not a bit, heavy traffic. Please, if they could do something about that. So you want to take one, today?
Yeah, there's at NG Car Parts says Fagbems inward Mile 2 is currently free. Also says Ibrahim Adesonya to Ilaje also is good to go. That's Ibrahim Adesonya is after Ajah.
After Ajah?
After Ajah.
Just
yeah,
okay,
just after.
Oh, okay.
To Ilaje is currently free.
You know, I actually thought that was Surulere, though.
Really?
I always thought Abraham Adesonya was in Surulere.
That's Adeniro Ogunsanya.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, that's Adeniro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then one more, it says there's a broken down bus in the center of the road just after descending Alakija Bridge, inward Mile 2. Along Badagry Expressway.
Yeah, so that's 6 minutes ago. So that's gonna
and this one is actually also very recent, 6:29 a.m. A broken down mini truck loaded with pure water having a mechanical fault at Ikeja along inward PWD.
Wow.
That's never a good one on the morning. If you live along that axis, you'd realize that the traffic there is bad enough than for something else, artificial traffic, to be caused. Yeah. But hey, it seems like if you work in Ikeja, the best place to live is Ogba. That place, you get to work in less than 15 minutes.
Well, that also depends on
maximum 20 minutes.
Depends on when you're living.
Where you're working.
Well, as at now, if you're leaving the house now, you can still get to work in less than 20 minutes if you live at Ogba.
If you're going to the island?
The best route to take is to take that Abaton Road through Isheri Road. So most people tend to take the other access. It's best for you to take that road, and in less than 20 minutes, you'll definitely be at work. You'll be amazed.
Just one or two updates here. We have Ido to Carter Bridge, currently good to go. It's pretty free. That's at 6:26. That's about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And Cathedral en route Faloma, currently good to go, but slight traffic at major alternation. And finally, traffic from Sele Mile 2 is heavy, of course, because of trailers. MM already took that earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
That's
quite a bit of traffic information for you there.
Yeah.
That's all we have time for this morning. We hope we've been able to help you set out the right way. So I'll be joining everyone else in the kitchen for some coffee this morning. So guys, don't finish that coffee.
Well,
yes, so
you know how you just get, maybe you woke up this morning and you just got all that traffic information. You just say, you know what, I'm not even going.
I'm not going out. I'm just staying at home.
I'm not going anywhere, man.
But you know, it's interesting. Planning journeys these days is now something you can do. There was a time you go out with just prayer.
that there's no traffic.
You pray like, Father, any traffic that was supposed to hold, it's going to open Father, open the road for me.
But
Like,
imagine how traffic has held a lot of intending interviewees on the road. Let's say you're to meet up an interview, an appointment for 10 a.m. and you don't get there till 11 a.m. I really hope that
Lagos and be leaving home at this time.
Now that also depends. No, come on. There are days where you actually plan to leave really early and then you're stuck in some really heavy traffic.
You know what?
No,
I
Mary,
would leave so early that I want to be the first person in that waiting room for that job. I want to be in fact, when they're opening the office, they will see me there by the gate.
Or if you're 2 hours early, you're just gonna sit in an eatery.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what. Honestly, we're talking about an interview here.
Okay, so talking about interviews, let me give you my first interview experience.
Okay.
Oh my word, I'm actually going to share that. Okay, well, anyways, so after immediately I left school, I couldn't wait for my call-up letter yet, so I was still chilling, and I was bored because I actually really wanted to do something. And then one of those days, my friends were like, "Hey, ma'am, let's go, see a movie." And I was like, okay, so fine. So we went to one of the popular cinemas in Lagos. And when we got there, I saw the structure and I was like, I'd like to see the HR manager here.
I never saw like that, so don't be surprised.
For real? Yeah. And so my friend was like, are you okay? And I said, no, I'm actually going to say. So she was like, how are you going to do this? So I went to the security man. I said, please, who's the HR director here? Yeah. I'd like to see the HR person here. And so the director met to the HR's office, and then I met with the secretary. And then I was like, please, I'd like to see the HR person. I'm like, what do you want? I said, I need a job. I just left school, and I need a job. And so so I met with the man eventually, and then he told me to come back. Wow. And coincidentally, the day he told me to come back was a day fixed for an interview.
Oh, wow. So you just walked in at the right time.
And guess what I wore? I wore knickers. Like, I was wearing a knicker, I was wearing shorts.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, it's a casual place. So I wore shorts, I wore, top, and then I got there. I saw everybody suited up, like, am I lost? What's happening here?
Am I in the right place?
And the secretary goes, but I sent you an email. And I'm like, you sent me an email? I didn't get any email.
Okay.
Then you just left school now. You can't be checking emails. Nobody sends you emails. So, and anyway, I got the job.
Oh.
Yeah. So people that were seated don't come.
Those ones that were lost too. Sorry.
It's like deep.
I think you bullied your way into that place.
Or she gave the HR manager body language.
You know,
that's not fair, young man.
I've only ever used what I studied at school once. Okay. That was similar experience.
Yeah.
So I finished secondary school from the university, was awaiting my call-up letter, and decided I didn't want to stay at home. So I just put out feelers to friends that if you know of any French opening, let me know. And then someone mentioned a job on the island, and I happened to be on the island that day. So I just went directly to the office to see. I didn't even ask for HR then. I didn't even know you. So I said, please, I want to see your boss. Seriously. Wow. And then they looked at me like, our boss. And I was like, yes, I want to see your boss. It was actually a law firm.
Wow.
So luckily for me, the man was around, and he's based in Canada. So it was just like a coincidence. And then he goes, oh, okay, we're looking for a translator right now. And I was like, okay, I can translate. I don't like interpreting, but I can translate for you. And then he went, okay, sure. Gave me a document, gave me stuff. I didn't know at that time that he lives in Canada. So he asked French knowledge. I had no idea. So I did it, and I gave it to him. And he went, you just graduated? I said, yes. He said, have you lived in a French-speaking country before? I said, no. He asked me a few questions, and I kept saying, no. Yeah. And then he went, did you send this to someone to translate for you? And I was like, no, I did it myself. And then he says, okay, we'll call you. The very next day, I was called, and I was told to start off. And I was like, wow, is this how people get jobs? And guess what? That was the only interview I ever attended in my life. I didn't get interviewed here because I came for my NYC and was retained. So, and that's the only interview I ever attended.
One of the biggest lessons we're learning from this is preparation and opportunity. Because sometimes we always assume that it's when the opportunity comes that we begin to prepare.
Yeah.
Like even when people want to go into acting and things like that, usually they would ask you, a producer can just ask you, can you drive?
Yeah.
Or can you ride a horse? Or can you swim? Like, And usually out of like 300 or 400 guys,
Yeah.
it's usually just one person or
Exactly.
two people that can either drive or
do stuff.
swim or ride a horse, and those are the guys that get the job.
I know that was a very critical lesson I taught my younger brother recently, because I had a meeting with the European Business Organization sometime last week. So I went with him because he's currently waiting for admission into the university. And then what I told him was, look around the room. You can see like top businessmen who have, you know, businesses between Nigeria and Belgium and Europe. You need to look out for opportunities, shine your eyes. Oh, I'm sitting down here, I'm meeting. I'm a young boy, yes. No. It's open your eyes.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, even some people are in awe of the kind of courage you wield when you walk up to them. They're like, good afternoon, sir.
Exactly.
Okay, I've learned about your organization.
Sadly, there are just some people that don't have that confidence. That don't have that. There are introverts out there that need to sort of build their confidence.
Aren't we all
especially
introverts?
No,
No, there are some people.
I want to be on my own moment. See, there's something there's so many things that I can be thankful to my parents for, but one of them is they taught us that you have to learn to make your own money. We were provided for, but we were encouraged to also do stuff. There's none of my sisters
that doesn't have
something they're doing to make money. Like all four of us, we're all girls. We have something to make money by the side.
By the way, Mary is a hustler.
Mary can sell you anything.
She's such a hustler.
I sold Yomi something yesterday, and afterwards he was like, I can't believe I bought that.
We have to take a short break now, people. We have to take a break.
We'll be back with Temi Tokwa Imo after this.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Now, the question almost everyone in a serious relationship or marriage has asked themselves at one point or other is, how much of my past am I obligated to reveal to my significant other? Am I entitled to keep my past in the past, or do I have to bring everything to the forefront? Relationship coach Temi Tokwa Imo is here with us once again. She's going to try and help us answer this question.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so I get to hear a lot of this question. And the truth is that for everyone, you have a past. You have a baggage, some very good experience, some experience not so glamorous. But we have to be very careful how you express this information, who you tell it to, and how you tell it, okay? You also have to be very careful to know the maturity level of the person that you are dating.
Okay.
Okay, you must always try to strike the balance, because people are confused. They say, okay, how much of information do I want to really reveal? At what point do I reveal this information? Okay, so you have to learn to create a balance between when to reveal, who to reveal it to, and how to reveal it. Okay, and people make that mistake. For example, if I'm telling you, for example, if maybe I had children in other relationship, or I'm divorced, you know, and I tell my partner like a month to the marriage, is obviously too late.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of obviously too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
So when, so there's relationship and there's marriage.
Yes.
If, for instance, that information you talked about just now, having a child in a past relationship or marriage, comes up after marriage, that's also a very big deal.
Yes, it's a big deal. It's something that you should have discussed way before getting married.
But how soon is too soon? So maybe you just met a guy, and you're worried, you know, maybe it's 3 months, you've met the guy, everything is going good, and you're worried everything is going to just scatter if you drop that bomb.
Okay, so really, I tell people there's no hard and fast rule on how or when, but there's some things that you must note. Okay, number one is the maturity level of the person you're dating. Not everybody can handle heavy information, so you have to understand too how to process information. Okay, so even if they're not very mature, they might not be able to handle the truth. For example, I always tell people, tell the truth, but not deep details, especially when it has to do with your sexual history. Okay. You don't go about telling people the number of body counts that you have.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Okay. You know, tell them I've had sexual intercourse with people. You don't go into details. You know, I mean, I've slept with 30 people. Nobody wants to hear that details. Okay. You know, so tell them the truth, but you don't go into deep details. They might not be able to handle. I've heard people that have broken up with their partners because of this information. They can't process that information. So how do they process information, their maturity level, how do they make decisions? And then more importantly is that you have to consider the connection between the both of you. That's very important.
Okay, I just want to put a perspective out there. So maybe there's a couple right now watching. One of them has just informed the other of, let's say, body count, as you said.
Yes.
And, you know, they don't know how, so the other partner doesn't really know how to react. What should the reaction actually be? So, for instance, I open up to you and I say, oh, this is how my past was. What should the person on the receiving end of the information do?
Okay, so the thing is that if I don't know you, as in the initial stage of the relationship, if I don't understand your true nature, I might not be able to make an informed decision about you.
Okay.
So if you've been dating someone for a while and they told you about their past and you've seen who they are now, that should be enough for you to make certain decisions about them. Everybody has a past. Okay. You know, you can't take that away, you know. So the thing is, their past is their past. How are they now? Okay, how have they been since you started dating them? The things that people say about them, you know, the things that you have observed about them, do they still have indication of their past?
Yeah.
You know, so that those are the things that you should look out for. Okay, so it doesn't matter if they've had several other people in the past. How do they relate to you now? That's very important.
Okay, so I feel like there's some exceptions to the rule.
Yes.
For instance, if, let's say, a male partner doesn't tell his girlfriend that he has had a violent past. For instance, maybe he had a girlfriend who he actually hit, or he had abused, and maybe a partner gets to know about it or gets to see some signs about it. But fine, you've accepted this person has started changing. You know, they say a leopard doesn't change his spots. You know, they say that it's the saying. But during the relationship, no signs, nothing has happened, nothing to show that he's going to hit you. But what do you do in that kind of situation?
Some people say that you are a function of our environment, of our upbringing. So people from dysfunctional home, for example, you know, they are likely to have dysfunctional relationship. But I tell people that some people are consciously taking the action that I'm not going to allow this to be my own experience.
Okay.
And they make certain decisions that, okay, they take certain steps, you know, to guard themselves from that decision. So someone that was abusive in the past, and then you've been going out with this person for years, or you've been married, and then you've never seen, that means they've worked on themselves.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you should, if everybody starts judging us by what we've done, I don't think a lot of us would...
But then issues of violence, issues of abuse, if I hear that kind of thing, I feel like I'll run for the hills.
No, if we've just started dating, I might run. But if I've been dating you for a while and I've never seen that, I've never seen that side of you, even though you've been upset severally, you know, I'm trying to push you to the wall and all of that, and it has never happened.
You test the guys, you test the person.
No.
So, you know, they say relationships are definitely different from marriage. You know, the relationship could go, you're not living with the guy. You're not staying with the guy. I'm using the guy as an example because that is, you know, a basic example, not that it doesn't happen the other way. But when you move in and when things start to go awry, you'll be wondering, you know, if you made the right decision.
Well, for physical violence, there are signs all around you. Even if you don't live with the person, how do they react to situation? The thing is that the people get upset normally. How do they react to situation? How do they react to their siblings? Someone that beats his sister up is going to beat you. I'm sorry. That's the truth. So how do they, not necessarily how they relate with you now, how do they relate with other people? Okay. You know, when they are upset, when they are driving, you know, they usually come down from the car and beat up the other person. Those are signs, you know, that they have anger issues, you know. But I must say something that, I know we've said something about secrecy and all of that. You can't hide certain things. There's some certain exception to the rule. Anything that has to do with your health, it's very important to go into details. Anything that has to do with maybe traumatic past, you have to go into details. You have to share, because you might think that you're done with it, but it might actually affect your future. If you're in financial debt, really have to let your partner know about it. Anything that would affect your future together.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. There are simple things you must share. And well, Tim Tokwe, thank you so much for coming to this.
All right.
Hopefully you can share with us any exceptions you might have to this particular rule, but use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Yes, indeed. Your mornings are a whole lot better. Look at how my top is moving. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, it's a great
Okay, the
time
top looks
with
really
us.
nice on the screen.
Thank you.
I can see it there.
Thank you.
Very.
It's Wake Up Nigeria, people. We love to have fun, and those that do know this, they can testify.
Yeah, 1 hour and 45 minutes to go. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Yeah.
We've had, really a great 1 hour already, which we ended with Blessing giving us that song, Ara.
Ara.
And she was saying, the mind is a terrible thing to waste.
And the waste is a terrible thing too. What did she say?
To mind, like she's crazy. We're gonna ask her, she's still around, and she's gonna be talking to us.
Of course.
Later on about that song.
Yeah. Now, my name is Titilayo Oyinson, just in case you didn't know.
And I'm Yomi Ope. We're streaming live on Facebook right now at TVC Connect. Of course, for comments, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on Twitter, Facebook, and on Instagram.
Yes, so loads happening. We have Chef Nathaniel in the building. Can't wait to see what will be served at the end of the show. Hey, Chef.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nathaniel is always
Chef,
calm.
always gentle.
He has this calm demeanor.
Very cute guy, like very cute.
Wow,
Like, Alpha. What are you making
So great to
today?
have you.
Yeah.
Join us this morning.
good
We
to
are
be back.
making. He's taking us to Italy, right?
Oh,
That's
Italian.
an Italian dish this morning, guys.
Very nice, very nice.
You
Looking
gotta stay
forward to it.
tuned.
All right, so let's just update you on what's going to be happening.
Yes, sir.
On making the right nutritional decisions, Nitya Hiller.
She's
will
gonna
joining
be
us.
here.
Yeah, and she's going to be making some chia mango pudding and its health benefits. She's going to be talking to us about that.
Of course. MM has another edition of her amazing life hacks to share with us today. Can't wait to see that. Life hacks for pregnant women coming up soon.
From that, Shua will be bringing us a second performance, the second musical performance for the day.
Yes, and after that, Dr. Femi Aderiye, the dental surgeon, is going to be here. We're talking oral hygiene in commemoration of World Oral Health Day.
Yeah, and for farming this week, we'll be having a discussion about turkeys.
Turkey. Turkey, 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 turkey. Turkey,
What's
turkey, turkey,
that sound they make?
It's more of, that's the sound. But
Mary grew up with turkeys, so I'm sure she can make this sound.
No, I'm just busy laughing at you guys.
Farmer
You'll be all right.
Suleiman is going to be talking about breeding turkeys.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking
Big
about
job.
breeding topics.
And Blessing,
MM.
Blessing is still going to be around.
yeah.
She
Okay.
gave us a performance earlier, and she's going to be talking to us.
Yes, sir.
Much later.
Much later.
So MM, we're talking about breeding relationships and the gist. Too much talk.
So yeah, the relationship topic, the topic you had with discussed with
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Timmy Tokwe earlier actually got our attention because we're like, okay, so how much of your past can you reveal to your spouse, like to your partner? And and then Mary mentioned that well, it actually depends on the kind of partner you're involved with.
And the kind of past
Okay, so
it is.
Yeah, so I
Personally.
had a friend.
Yeah.
I had a friend who she could have married her best friend, but she knew everything. Like the guy practically knew everything about her, and she had a really wild past in school. And that affected their relationship. Really? And she couldn't bear the fact that she really loved him, but every time he would, maybe oftentimes, yeah, he would bring it up, and it always, she wasn't happy about it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she was like, you know what, we can't be together.
All right, so
So that's
there's something
tough,
I've
yeah.
come to realize, and some people can take information, some people can't. Personally, if I'm going into a relationship with someone, I would rather the person knows everything. Like, I'm that kind of person. I want you to know everything, know what you're
Getting
getting. Like, I am not perfect. This is me as I am. In fact, I'll tell you more than you need to know, like TMI.
Yeah.
In case something comes up later and we have to make reference to it. However, I realize that, yes, there are some people who don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Some people might think, oh, it's cool with me, and then an incident happens, and the person goes, oh, but you did this too now. And you're like,
Yeah.
that was what, 20 years ago?
So being honest from the very beginning is really important, because if you're not, someone else could help you and do the honesty.
Yes.
So I had a lot of people going up to my husband now telling me, did you know that she was in this video?
Yeah.
Did you know that she wore
did
this
this.
to this? Did you know? So I had already shared so much information, and he was ready to like defend me.
Yeah.
So in every time they brought something to him, no, so like he had that strong foundation with me already.
The
But
problem
truth
usually is
I shared so much that I was even afraid. I was like, like in 3 months, this guy.
I think
You're not just sharing with a partner. You are confiding in this person. You're opening up your inner self to this person.
Completely.
So you do not expect. You're not telling this person so that he can use this information against you. You're telling him because I trust you. I'm letting you into my world because I'd like you to know everything about me, and I wouldn't want us to have issues about it in the nearest future.
I
So
think
people
what-
should be very, very careful, you know, about how they treat people's, you know, information.
to
And
me, the biggest... Okay, Yomi,
At the end of
please.
the day, I think, let's go back to the scripture, shall we? It's 7 in the morning.
Let's go.
Did just roll her eyes?
We didn't pray this morning. We didn't pray this morning.
So, love believes all things. And love conquers all. So at the end of the day, if you've made a decision with this person, and you know whatever the past is, as long as the person is not bringing that past into the present, then believe all things and focus on the future. I think that's
This believing all things sometimes, it also has to do with what happens during the relationship. It's different when you do stuff before the relationship. But when you're in the relationship, you need to be super careful of the things that you have to tell your partner. I believe in telling your partner everything, but I've heard so many cases of people who say, oh, this happened, and then the partner flips and everything is destroyed.
It's good to be back in the studio this morning, and of course with me is Chef Nathaniel of Natito Cuisine, and this morning he's taking us to Italy. We are making scrambled egg, bruschetta, and guacamole, right?
Yeah.
All right, great stuff. So, what inspired this Italian meal this morning? But let's run through the ingredients before you tell us what inspired you. So quickly, let's run through the ingredients.
We have French loaf, we have tomato, onions, basil, lime, avocado, we have eggs, cinnamon, rosemary, black pepper, nutmeg, we have milk, olive oil, vinegar, and salt.
Wow, guys, are you seeing this? This is so much going on this morning. What inspired this meal, by the way? I know it's Italian, but I just want to know what inspired it. Like you woke up, you're like, you know what, this morning I want to, you know, make something Italian for our Wake Up Nigeria viewers. Interesting.
That's something different.
All right, great stuff. Okay, so let's get to it then.
So we start because bruschetta is basically a bread and tomato.
Tomatoes,
That's the core ingredient, but you know, you must learn how to be creative, add little. It doesn't need to be exact the way. So we are going to add our tomatoes first.
Okay.
Then.
So you can season your tomatoes however you want
however you want. Then we need black pepper.
Okay.
Little nutmeg.
Okay.
And rosemary.
Rosemary's, okay.
Yeah.
So we're using rosemary's
actually,
this morning.
Most of these spices are actually Italian spices, so it gives you
that Italian
rich
flavor that you're looking for.
Exactly.
Great.
So we now add little of vinegar.
Okay, to activate all the flavors in.
Just little, you don't need much.
So just in case you're wondering what the difference is between thyme and rosemary, rosemaries are slightly longer in size and thicker compared to thyme. Thyme is very tiny, and they're pretty, you know, smaller. But rosemaries are thicker and longer. Just in case you're wondering, like those, they look like thyme. Yeah, they actually do, but no, they're rosemary. So we're mixing all that in. So you're using vinegar and you're using lime.
No, the lime is for the guacamole.
Oh, the guacamole.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just need a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Just for the taste.
This looks like a really yummy meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just mix it a little bit.
So for our, because this is like actually a baguette, right?
Yeah. So this one we are going to we're going to toast it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then once we are done, we'll now add the scrambled eggs, the
guacamole
and the tomato.
So basically, it's like making a burger.
Not necessarily burger, because burger you have to cover it. But
this one's going to be open, of
course.
It's
not like let's say appetizer kind of. So it's not something that fills you.
Yes,
much.
it's more like a dessert.
Yeah, just ideal breakfast, just to put something in your tongue. So we're just going to mix practice.
So if you have to rush off to work, something you could just cook. Yeah, you don't have time to do all of this. So basically, we could just chop your tomatoes, put them in the fridge.
Yes, you can leave it.
Yeah, you could leave it overnight. Chop. Just mix in the ingredients, leave it in your fridge overnight. Have your bread and just put it. Just pack them all together, and then you just get to the office, sit down, and just bring it and just layer them on. And then it was like, okay, what's going on here? You can share if you like.
And the basic thing is that this food doesn't require cooking.
Yes, it doesn't.
Absolutely. So maybe there's no gas, no electricity, you don't even need to bother.
Yeah.
But because I'm going to use eggs, so I have to beat it. But usually you don't need. So
you don't need,
it's not something that you say, let me wait, just easy, fast, and life is easy.
It. I say life is easy. Wow, Nathaniel, really? All right. So just in case you're just joining us, guys, this morning, we are making, you want to tell us again?
Scrambled eggs, bruschetta.
And guacamole. So on your screen are the ingredients, just in case. So, but hey, just in case you can't find baguette, what other bread can you use?
You can, any bread is okay, but this one, because it is like a French, so it will give you the, instead of
French taste that you're looking for.
Instead of using just normal sliced bread or agege
no, you're not gonna. No, please don't try this with sliced bread.
It's not really.
Nah.
You're not really.
It would even be better if you try with agege bread.
Yes, because it's somehow.
Because like it's chunky.
Tiny,
yeah.
You will not really enjoy it, so it's best you. But it's readily available at the grocery stores.
Yeah, at the grocery stores. Yes,
so it's not something that is scarce.
Yeah.
And if you know how to bake it, you can actually bake it.
All right. Great. So pretty easy recipe will be ready in a bit. Our guacamole, we'll teach you how to make that when we come back. There's so much more going on the show, guys. You got to stay tuned. We return.
All right, so welcome to the nutrition segment. I have here with me Nithya Huller, who's going to be talking to us about healthy options for breakfast.
Yes.
And so talk to us, Nithya. What are we looking at here?
Okay, so basically I love breakfast, but I have very less time in the morning to make it. So this one has about 4 ingredients and it's made in less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes.
Yes.
And how many calories is this?
It's less than 200 calories with around 12 grams of protein.
Wow,
so it really fills you up.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go over the ingredients that we have here.
So it basically got 4 spoons of oats. This is the dry ingredient.
Okay.
And I've just cooked it with water and a little bit of milk.
Okay, so water and milk,
yes,
oats,
and
that's what we have here.
Yeah, and milk is really good because it gives you about 8 grams of protein per glass. So yeah, you can always include it in your breakfast.
Right.
So that's oats. This is chia seeds.
Chia seeds.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So I get it from, you can get it from Park and Shop, any place, they'd always sell chia seeds.
Right.
So if you see, this is how much the raw ingredient is. And it just swells up in water.
Right, just like the oats as well.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah,
so it's great for those who have hormonal troubles, especially women who are going through PCOD. It's got a lot of omega-3 and fiber.
Right,
and the next one is pureed mango, because mangoes are in season, so it's the best time to use them.
Exactly, so pureed mango.
Pureed mango. So this is one mango. I just added a little bit of banana to give it the body.
Right.
And mango is great source of vitamin A and carotene.
Okay,
and there are also research that prove that now it actually protects us from colon and breast cancer.
Wow, mangoes.
Yeah.
Lots of mangoes, people.
Lots of mangoes.
Make sure you have them. Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just put it all in this jar so that you can take it with you wherever you go. So we're going to start by just putting our chia seeds. I love chia, so I would add the whole thing. However, it totally depends on how you like it. So we're just going to add chia seeds to the base. Have you ever tried chia seeds before?
I'm not sure I have, so I'll probably try it this morning.
Yeah, they're quite crunchy, they're nice, I don't know, they're just lovely. I love them. It's great for weight loss, to be frank. So we're just gonna add a chia seeds.
They actually look like sunflower seeds.
They do. It's just that they like really swell up and they become triple their size, like I said.
Yeah, I can see it.
I have added a little bit of oats, but if you don't want oats, you can just have it plain. It's got a taste and flavor of its own. So we're gonna do like probably, how much oats do you normally eat in the morning?
Lots of it. So.
But are you a breakfast person? Do you eat breakfast?
I'm a breakfast. I love breakfast because It's actually one of my best meals because I have different varieties of this.
Yeah, and there's also so much research that actually shows that if you have a hearty breakfast, you don't snack through the day.
Yeah, because it just fills you and gives you enough energy to
Exactly,
go
and you're
through
so
the day.
full and you're so productive in the
Yeah.
morning. So I'm just going to add a little bit of chia.
Okay.
And now the mango. So this is the mango pulp, like I said. It adds so much of tropical flavors to what you're eating. It's just amazing.
I mean, it's already looking really nice.
I know, it's looking
And
amazing.
feeling as well.
Yeah. It just gives, I don't know, it's so much of color in the morning that it just lights up your day. So that's it.
So that's the mango.
Yeah, we're not going to add too much of it.
Yeah.
I love making recipes for kids as well. So we're just going to add a little pear. You can add apples as well, just to give you that kind of crunch on it.
Yeah. It's looking good,
Yeah, I love it. I love so many colors in it. So these are gems.
Yeah, so you can just throw
I've
in
not
some
calculated
M&Ms or
them in the
whatever.
calories though, but it's just for kids. You
for
know,
kids, to get
you
kids
can
more
just,
interested and excited
exactly.
about it. Okay.
You know, there was some research that said that if kids don't have their breakfast, as they grow up, there are higher chances that they get obese.
Later on, because they then begin to binge on other things.
Exactly.
Right.
So I'm just going to add some chocolate and some gems for them. And we are actually done. And this is it.
Hey, guys. So we have a healthy breakfast alternative.
Yeah,
so chia seeds at the bottom.
Oats in the middle.
Oats in the middle. That's oats and a little bit of milk.
Very less milk.
And then
we have the mango.
The mango.
Puree. And then any fruit on
So
top.
any fruit, apples, pears,
Exactly.
whatever. Anything.
Yeah.
So can I use for instance, maybe oranges? Maybe cut up oranges.
Anything. Yeah, whatever you like.
Or grapes or whatever.
Apples, yeah, anything.
And then at the very top, just gems or anything.
Something
That's if you
to just
want
make,
that.
to make
But that
the kids
increases the
interested.
calories, though.
Oh, yes, but if it's for kids. So, you know, if you want to get that more color into the dish, try and add something on the top. Or you can blend it all together and give it to them as a bowl.
Okay,
like,
so
you know, as a
all
smoothie
of this
bowl.
is less than 200 calories.
Less than 200 calories with about 12 to 14 grams of protein.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Gives you enough energy for the day. We've done it within 5 minutes or so.
Less than 5 minutes, yes.
Wow, thank you so much, Nitya, for
thank you.
giving me breakfast. Thank,
Thank you so much.
All right, I think we're heading over to the kitchen where I think some activities are going on with MM. Hey, guys.
Hi, Yomi. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure having Nitya, right? Okay.
Always learn something new.
You always learn something new. Great. All right. So this morning, guys, just in case you're wondering why Titi is with me in the kitchen this morning, it's because we are going to be talking about pregnancy do's and don'ts. And this time, we are sticking with food.
Food,
I said being pregnant is not life-changing enough. We're often bombarded with, do not eat this, don't do that.
Okay,
don't
you're
do
saying
this,
we.
don't do
Let them not think I'm joining
You're pregnant.
that.
No. All right. So
right
it can
now.
actually be tough keeping it all in. So this morning, I'm going to, give you a little, do's and food do's and don'ts. So if you're watching this right now, go grab a pen, grab a paper, because we're going to be scribbling down, a lot of, things that we shouldn't eat and what we should eat. All right. So first of all, Titi, it's important that while pregnant, you take a lot of water. So it is recommended that you take at least 10 cups of water a day. I know it's not easy, but usually what happens is you just have like your big 3-liter jar.
Okay, so that 2.5 liter bottled water.
Yeah.
The largest bottled water.
Bottle, yeah. So you could have that, but then you could have you could go to a store and get like the bottles
Those
now,
big
like they're
bottles.
water bottles you could get. So they're quite handy, and then you could take them around wherever you go, and then just make sure they're always filled with water.
But you have to finish it. A lot of people,
it's a
they
struggle,
act
I
like,
know,
they
right?
act like it's only half.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to finish it. Why? Because the amount of hydration you need
Yes, because
is a lot more.
Because so as a pregnant woman, you're often dehydrated. So it's important to always stay hydrated. And another fruit basically that you really need to take, which also helps to relieves nausea in the morning, morning sickness, is bananas. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. Actually.
Yes, they actually
Banana.
have a lot of vitamins
Banana.
and potassium, and it contains dopamines, which actually help to, ease all of those morning sicknesses. Well, fortunately for me, actually, I'm one of those lucky people who never had to deal with morning sickness. But actually, that is what,
a
bananas
lot of women are going through.
Yeah, so if you're, going through morning sickness, a banana a day is good for you. And if you're not a fan of banana, what you could do is, like this morning, what I did was I mixed it up with watermelon into a smoothie.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you could just make it into a smoothie and just have it, you know, in your little jar and you're good to go. Yes, so another fruit which is really good is tomatoes. Yes, people, they are filled with antioxidants, which helps to cleanse your blood and strengthen your blood muscles. This is very good, for your fetal development and growth.
Yes,
Very,
tomatoes.
very good.
So like you can just slice up tomato and just take it like a snack. Yeah. So there's something about tomatoes. You can grill them. You can put them in sandwiches.
Yeah,
you
but
can
then
just
for being pregnant, it's advisable to
just
have them fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you get all that juice in it. You get all that, you know, nutrients in its fullness in it. So you just, you know, have them sliced up in your really little small plates,
And
but
carry
then
it
just
along
carry it along with you. Again, it's a snack. Come on.
Yeah.
We all love
and
tomatoes.
pregnant
I love
women are always
tomatoes.
hungry. Like we've noticed that.
Yeah,
you're
whatever.
I'm just saying.
All right, whatever, Titi. Next are sweet potatoes, people. So, well, pregnant women are constantly constipated, especially as your baby grows.
Don't remind me.
I know, right? So what sweet potatoes do for you is it relieves constipation. So
I
if
didn't
you
know
don't
that.
like them
Something else I
boiled, you can fry them up in like chips. And if you're a working, you know, pregnant mom like I am, you could just, you know, fry them up and just put them in your nice little bowl and just carry them along and just, you know, just
And
put
chew
them
on
in as, you know, snacks. Or you could make them into some nice potato pudding.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just have
So
them with really nice
I hope
stuff
the
around.
husbands are watching.
Yeah.
What they need to pack
exactly
in their wife's
in your
bag.
wife's, you know,
For the day.
good to go for the day.
Please.
It's important, very, very important. And then avocados. Yes, I am a huge advocate of avocados. They are very huge this season right now. They are one of the most nutritious fruits around. And they are a great source of folate, which is very important in early pregnancy, guys. It helps to reduce the risk of birth defects.
Yes, so.
Yeah.
And everybody needs to just take note. So let's go around it again. I think we had
So you have bananas,
Yeah.
You have tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what bananas do for you is they help to relieve you of morning sickness.
Yeah.
Tomatoes are very high in antioxidants. And then you have your sweet potatoes, which help to relieve your constipation.
Yeah.
And then you have your avocados, which are very high in folates. And they help for your baby's, you know, developments. They help to keep that baby healthy in there. And
Honestly,
I actually wanted us to
I'm
talk a little
interested.
bit about, you know, food that you were told not to take when you were pregnant.
We can do
but
that
I guess
on
we'll do that
another-
another day.
Yes,
Yes,
so-
because this is going to be a series, guys. So we're moving from food to beauty to lifestyle. So many reasons to stick on to stay tuned to Wake Up Nigeria. Thanks so much, Sisi, for joining me on the show.
Yeah, I just came
Do
because
this.
of the banana. That's
I know,
why
right?
came
So
here.
just go
Sorry.
ahead.
Just
Go
thank
ahead.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That's
She's not
why
pregnant, but I can share. It's fine. All right. There's so much more on the show, people. Don't go anywhere.
You're welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for another performance. This time is Shua. Now, Shua is coined from a real name, Miriam Shuaibu. She's a rapper, singer, songwriter, performer, and so much more. She's worked with Orita Femi, D-Tunes, Indomix, Sam Clef, and so many others, as a matter of fact. And today she'll be performing for us. So what song is it on the cards for us?
Today I'm performing a cover I did on Tupac Shakur's Hit Me Up. Mine's called Hit 'Em Up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes.
So I really want to hear this one. Like, I really love rap music.
Hey,
I really want
that's
to hear
nice,
this
that's
one. but
nice.
Are you the cover?
Yeah. I have a cover.
I'm really
on it.
running out of this space.
Yeah! Go, Shua. Go, Shua. Go, Shua. Go. Ah! Girl, you nailed that performance. What? Whoa, amazing stuff happening here at Wake Up Nigeria, guys. We ain't joking. And here in the kitchen, We ain't joking either. This morning with me is Chef Nathaniel of Natilio Cuisine, and this morning we are making scrambled egg bruschetta with guacamole, guys. And on your screen right there are the ingredients. We just run through them quickly. And Nathaniel,
Yeah.
do the hands.
So we have our French loaf here.
Okay.
We have lime. We have avocado.
That's for the guacamole.
Yes, for the guacamole. We have onions, milk, olive oil, eggs. And here is a mixture of tomatoes, basil, vinegar, olive oil, and some spices, rosemary, nutmeg, black pepper. And so we're going to just add this to
there.
cook. So we're going to fry our scrambled eggs.
Okay.
We'll need little of...
So I'm just going to help, toss.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, stir this a little. We have our tomatoes in here. We want all of that, herbs,
Sure,
and
yes,
spices that we use to go
to give it the real flavor.
So you added a little bit of olive oil?
Yes.
And you could use vegetable oil if you like?
Yes, if you don't have olive oil.
Okay.
So we have our milk, just add
so add a little bit of milk to our eggs.
So it will give it more flavor.
Nice. And are you adding salt in there as well? Okay.
No, so just add a little bit of cinnamon.
Cinnamon, ooh.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. Oh, man. You are about to
black pepper.
Blow us away this morning. Okay.
And a little bit of nutmeg.
Not great.
Yeah. So it's not just be...
It won't be bland.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the cinnamon isn't enough, spice.
Yeah, so we don't even need seasoning at all because cinnamon and the nutmeg alone, it gives
it's going to give it that kick that it needs.
Yes, that rich.
Yeah.
So we're just going to beat this.
Yeah, so just in case you're wondering what bruschetta is, it actually is an Italian recipe, guys. Yes,
it's basically bread and
tomatoes.
So, but you need to
spice it up, and that's what we are doing on the show, this morning. So right now we're making our scrambled eggs, right?
Yeah.
People actually really do not know the difference between scrambled eggs and omelets.
Yeah, scrambled eggs, like you continue beat it continuously, so it's kind of...
Yeah, so it's scattered. That's just that's the easiest way to put it.
But
omelette it's not
is
put
just
together.
one flat. So that's just
so you don't stir an omelette at all.
Yes, you don't stir it. You are allowed to.
So it's more like a pancake.
Yes,
like making a pancake.
Kind of. But for scrambled eggs, you have to twist it continuously.
Okay. So I really don't think this pan is. I think it's this. Okay.
It's hot enough.
All right. So we're just going to allow that cook. So let's move on to our guacamole quickly.
Okay. So we need lime.
So in here we have avocado.
Yes, avocado. So we need a bit of lime.
Ooh, wow. I never knew you could actually use lime for your guacamoles.
Yeah,
We're just going to give it like a thing taste.
We're going to mix them. We're going to add our onions. There's a reason why I put it inside water.
I was going to ask you that.
So that it will reduce the ash tone of onions because we're not frying it.
Okay.
So instead of you eating raw onions, so it kind of reduces it a little bit.
Okay.
So.
All right.
And putting onions inside water also helps so the crying stuff of
yes, it actually helps to stop it so you don't tear up. Yeah. So I'm just going to get you a spoon. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to use this for, for our eggs. Okay. Yeah. Great. And for our bread this morning, we're actually working with baguettes. Yes. Nathaniel has sliced them up, and he's going to toast them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, to just give them that, brownish, golden brown.
And it also adds to the taste. So anything that is toasted, or it's also so it's not just plain bread.
Okay, and then it is also very crunchy.
Yes,
when
very
you toast
crunchy.
It becomes crunchy, and then you have all of this in. You have our scrambled eggs layered on it. We have our tomatoes layered on it, and then we have our guacamole, right?
So this is
our scrambled egg is ready.
Yeah.
That smells nice.
Yeah.
We should all, cinnamon is one, spice I rarely use. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I have it.
I love cinnamon.
But it's very healthy.
Very, very, and the
cinnamon
taste alone.
is so healthy. Yes.
Even the raw, just the aroma,
yes,
oh my God.
It has a certain aroma. It gives, flavor actually. It gives to whatever you, put it in. I mean, it's an amazing spice, guys.
So we're going to
mash that up.
Mash it up, yeah.
Okay. So we are heating our pan for our bread.
To toast the bread up.
We're not going to add any vegetable oil?
No, we are going to put it on the bread.
Oh, we're going to grease the bread.
Yes, we're going to grease the bread.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm just going to do for you right now is clear up this place so that we have enough space to work with.
Thank you.
You're done with this, right?
Yes, I'm done.
So guys, just in case you're just joining us, we are making scrambled eggs bruschetta when we're having it with guacamole. And on your screen are the ingredients, just in case you're wondering what the guacamole is. That is what Nathaniel is making right now. So in here we have avocado, we have our onions, and we have our lime. Yeah. Lime is quite acidic though.
Yes, just need little of it.
Yeah, just very little of it, yeah.
No, anything with food, a little addition gives it a different, so it's not just like you're just taking normal avocado.
Yeah.
Like,
lime actually plays the same role as lemon. So basically what they do is they help to activate the flavors in whatever you're cooking or whatever you're making. Yeah. And if you're putting it in your protein, they help to make it really tender. Yeah. And they also activate all that flavor. So the time it would take for you to get all that seasoning into your protein, when you put in your lime, it activates the taste the flavor
like
quickly.
A booster.
Yes, exactly.
So this is almost ready. Just mash it.
It's coming out nicely. Avocados are everywhere. Dude, they're quite expensive to walk.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Like, wow, yeah.
As I want those
quite expensive.
Yeah, actually expensive.
So you get like 4 for 300.
But this one, I had a good bargain. I got 5 for 500.
So you get like 100 naira for one.
Yeah,
not a bad deal.
But if you want to buy like 1 or 2, it'll pay 150.
Yeah, 200.
You know, anything that you buy in bulk, it reduces
the price.
Individual unit price.
Yeah, but then they say health is wealth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and avocados are very healthy. Very, very healthy. One of the most nutritious fruits on planet Earth. So our guacamole is ready, yeah?
Yeah, so we're going to...
So we're moving over to our
bread.
I'm
going to grease it a little bit.
Okay.
Use this.
Oh, you need a smaller spoon?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll help you with that.
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm just going to get you a smaller spoon to work with. Is this good?
Great. Yeah.
Okay. So breakfast is almost ready, guys. We have our tomatoes here, bruschetta, or tomato bruschetta, yes. And we have our guacamole here. So the thing with guacamole is you could actually, there's so many things you could do with guacamole. You could actually have them with potato chips.
Yes, you can even, with chips.
Yeah, you can have it with potato chips.
Because anything about food, you don't need to follow how it was originated.
Yeah,
even
you can create your own.
if they say that, you need to first boil it, you can also, what if I fry it?
Yeah.
What if I grill it? Will I have a better
Yes,
result?
so just basically have an open mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not just that, the way it is, that's how you would.
It doesn't have to be the way somebody else does it.
Yes.
Just have an open mind, have an imagination. Let your imagination run wild.
Food is all about creativity.
Food. Yeah.
Just creativity.
That way you enjoy it better, right?
Exactly. and you can also know which one is better.
Yeah.
Because some they also say, okay, this is how we were taught, this is how we grew up with. But we try it in a different way. Like,
it comes
this
out,
one is even better than and from there people start.
So with the veg, can you also use butter or margarine?
I'm not sure because butter, it will need to melt. But this one, it might take a longer time. So it's better to just use your oil.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's been so much fun here on Wake Up Nigeria. And we have another hour to go, just in case you're, just joining us. Well, you're welcomed. You're welcome, very much welcome. When we return, there's so much going on. We're going to be having a conversation with Dr. Aderiye on oral hygiene and on farming, of course, we'll be talking about turkey. Are you interested in rearing turkey? Well, you should stay tuned to Wake Up Nigeria. So much happening in the next hour. Stay tuned, guys. There's so much more.
Good morning, Nigeria. Okay, for the third time, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Omo, it has
Just
to be
remind
a
them
good
that it's 8 o'clock, so if you're still in bed,
Yeah. Look at the clock right
Yeah.
there. Look at it right there. It's 8 o'clock. Get out of bed, people. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria once again.
yeah, of course, that again cracked me up, especially when you cracked up
What?
and started coughing.
Yeah. Yes, of course. When you're trying to do like as if you have a Pavarotti voice and you remind yourself that, you know what, I'm just a TV host.
Yeah. Well, if you've been
Hopefully-
out of town and you've not been able to watch us for a while, well, welcome back. Of
course.
We started at 6 a.m., so that means that every single day now it's from 6 to 9.
Yes,
All right,
indeed.
so stick around with us. We have a packed show. Did you see that performance
Omo.
by Shua?
Yes, so Shua gave us the rap of a lifetime.
It was good. It was
Really great.
absolutely amazing. I hadn't, you know, what we know about rap now is the trap rap, you know, but she just came with a little bit of that old school flavor
Man,
there.
I don't
Some
know
of
what
that
they're saying when
Tupac-
they're rapping like that anymore.
Some of that Tupac and Biggie. she really dropped it. Yeah,
But
really
it's
nice.
crazy. You know what? When we're talking with the crew, we'll talk about rap later on. But just so you know, my name is Titi Laoinso.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We're streaming live, and that's on Facebook at TVC Connect. And you can also, of course, send us comments. Let us know what you thought about that performance.
Yes,
really
indeed.
nice. On Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Yes, indeed. Don't forget birthday shout-outs also. We'll have that later on in the week. You need to send in a picture of a celebrant, their name, so that we can celebrate them right here on Wake Up Nigeria. We do that every week now, twice a week. So don't forget to send those in with the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
All right, so straight to the highlights for the next 45 minutes.
Yes, indeed. We have Dr. Aderie coming to join us. He's a dentist extraordinaire, and he's going to be giving us a little insight into Oral Health Day. Yes, sir.
Like it. And from that, we'll move on to the farming segment, where we're going to be focusing entirely on turkeys with farmer Suleiman.
Yes, indeed. I didn't want to make that sound again. No, that's chicken. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
turkey. It's that's the turkey sound. Okay. Blessing Osai, aka Oyinbrakemi, right? Gave us a musical performance earlier today. And hey, if you missed it, don't worry. We're going to be having a chat with her before we round off the show. Yeah, that rap issue. The way they rap today is like, rah, 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 rah,
No, but it's not rap. It's called trap.
They say it's rap.
Yeah, but it's trap. It's
Sure
trap
it's
music.
trap.
There's
They say
a
it's
difference
rap.
between rap and trap.
Yeah, there's a
I don't know.
What did you think
Rap
of the performance? Because I
is-
saw you clapping.
Oh, wow.
What?
So that performance made me happy.
Okay.
In commemoration of the International Happiness Day.
Yes,
It
indeed.
made me
Yeah.
overtly.
Yeah, but she's
Happy.
fantastic.
Okay, so
what does it
okay.
truly mean to be happy, though?
Hey,
You know, like
that
really,
question, eh?
it's a big deal for people. I don't think we've actually truly defined what happiness is in general terms. I think happiness means different things to different people. There's this whole list of happiest countries in the world. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? How did they get that? Is it that the people there don't complain enough? Or they don't have anything to complain about? Or there are some countries that complain more than others? Or there's a lot more loss,
There are
death, or whatever?
There are a list of indices that are used
Yeah.
to measure happiness.
One is the economy,
The economy, standard of living,
standard of living,
peace of mind, and things
Yeah.
like that. So
Really?
that's-
job opportunities.
I wonder where
absolutely.
Nigeria is on that list.
Well, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what makes you happy. What makes you happy? What makes me happy?
Wow.
What makes me happy? Family makes me happy.
Yeah.
family is good.
But
Yeah,
not for everybody. No,
Family,
it's-
family makes me
some
happy.
people get more unhappy with family than
Mary, what makes
other
you happy?
people.
What makes me happy? You call me weird now, so let's just stay out
What
of it.
now? What? Why?
Staying at
I
home.
find that, no, not just staying at home. I find that being content makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like in every stage of my life, I've learned to, make the most of whatever I have, and it's always giving me happiness. Yes, there are external forces that hit and crazy things happen to you in your life, but you need to find that peace within. So it's not about economy, it's not about the general things that affect people, it's just my inner mind.
I think, yeah, on that note, I think one of the biggest things about happiness is that most people are waiting to be happy.
Yes.
So sort of like waiting to exhale.
Yes.
So I'll be happy when I get married, or I'll be happy when I have kids, or I'll be happy when I
get a job.
better
Money.
job,
Yeah.
or
Make
more
money.
money and all of that.
And that's why so many people suffer disappointment.
Exactly. So, but if you can be happy today, based on the level that you're at, like contentment, like you're saying, then it's a gradual thing, and then it can increase.
So I don't know how to put this, except I find being happy is being a state of, okay, when I know I'm not unhappy. So avoiding things that make me unhappy is now my state of happiness. So avoiding liars, avoiding hypocrisy, avoiding cheats.
But you can't.
Avoiding.
You can't avoid those things.
I try.
No, you can't. You can't. You try to avoid them, but they will still come. It's just like you saying you want to avoid air.
Yeah,
These
avoid
things are around you. The only thing is how
This
do you
conversation
handle it, and that
has
has
to
to do
end
with the inner thing
now.
I spoke about. How you handle it.
All right, so welcome to the Nutrition. All right, now because today is World Oral Health Day, we've got dental surgeon Femi Adiri in the studio to talk to us about oral hygiene and how to keep our mouths clean and healthy and free from gum disease. All right, Dr. Femi, thank you for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
Now, it's World Oral Health Day, and usually every year there are stats that show that most Nigerians, even in adulthood, have never visited a dentist before. So they've never visited a dentist, and that's a big deal for a country of almost 200 million people.
Well, yes, it is a big deal because the stats are correct. Not a lot of Nigerians go to the dentist. Lack of sensitization, fear of pain, so many reasons. And some people just don't know. Some use traditional or local ways to manage any intraoral issues they have without actually effectively taking care of it.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we're trying to establish this morning is its health.
Yes.
And so even though it's just a part of the body, it's really, really essential to our overall health. And can you just create that connection for us?
Well, yes, it is essential because the mouth is the window of the body. There are so many systemic ailments or diseases that you can detect in the mouth, and they have intraoral symptoms, from diabetes to even tissue, even organ failures.
Wow.
You can detect some of them
In the mouth.
intraorally.
Wow.
So it's essential you get to see your dentist periodically. And for those people who are worried about the cost, well, today is World Oral Health Day, so you can take up the opportunity to go to any teaching hospital or government institution, or even private clinics. Dentists all over the country are offering free dental checkups and discounted treatments.
Oh, wow. So that's good information that our viewers can use on a day like this. So free, or at least almost free. If you go there, at least you can get your first diagnosis of anything,
Yes,
and just maybe free cleaning, whatever it is. Just it's important that we go out and actually pay that visit.
It's very essential that you take advantage of it, because even if you're going to see the dentist once a year, make that today. Every year, March 20th is World Oral Health Day. And we will always offer discounted and some free services to anybody that walks in.
One of the things that I know people always talk about when it comes to avoiding the dentist, apart from the pain and everything else, you've talked about a little bit of ignorance and lack of sensitization and all of that, which I think is a big problem, which we also still need to work on. And of course, shows like this are helping out in doing that. The cost. I don't know whether it's because there are not many dentists out there or it's expensive to set up a practice, but it looks like a lot of times when you hear about anything to do with the teeth, whether it's from getting braces or whatever it is, it just sounds expensive. So people would say to themselves, as long as I'm not sick and unable to walk, I would rather, not use that money. So what do you think can be done in that area?
Well, regarding the costs, the earlier the better. Prevention is cheaper than cure. There is preventive dentistry where you coming every 6 months or thereabouts. You don't have to wait for a problem to go and see your dentist. It's like you wait for your car to break down before you service it.
Right.
You take care, if you take better care of your car than you do your mouth or your body, well, you will visit the health professional regularly,
Eventually.
even more so than you should, if you were getting that fine-tuning on a periodic level, at a periodic rate.
Yeah, I agree with that. And talking about prevention, a lot of the things that people don't pay attention to when they're younger. So maybe when you're 18 or 25, you think, oh, my teeth are great, I can use it to do anything. What are the things that we can prevent from seeing a doctor regularly? Talking about either disease or anything like that.
All right, I'm going to speak from my perspective, from an intra-oral health perspective. So here are some tips for good oral health. For children, you should ideally start oral hygiene practices for children a few days after birth.
Wow.
Yes.
Even without teeth?
Especially without teeth, because it's not, your oral environment is not just made up of your teeth. You have your gums, you have your cheeks, you have your tongue, and you have the upper part of your throat. So for children, start by a wash. They have these washcloths that they use.
Yeah.
Washcloth, soft washcloth, warm water. Wipe the mouth, the gums, the tongue of a baby, especially after eating. The other thing is, oral for children, for older children under 3 years old, the amount of toothpaste you use for them, the type of toothpaste, make sure it's a fluoride toothpaste, the type of toothbrush, and you change their toothbrush every 3 months. That goes for everybody. For adults, your diet is important. Avoid sugary foods, foods that are high in processed sugars.
Right.
Eat healthy. Eat more fiber. The chewing action helps to clean your teeth as well.
Right.
Avoid alcohol and tobacco because, well, they do cause, they leave you exposed to the chances of developing intraoral cancers or otherwise, gum disease as well. And brush your teeth twice a day. One hack that a lot of people are not aware of is after brushing, you don't have to rinse out your mouth thoroughly with water. Just spit out the excess toothpaste.
Especially if it's fluoride toothpaste.
Yes, right? Fluoride toothpaste, especially for children. The fluoride in the toothpaste helps to activate the preventive activity to prevent cavities on the teeth as well.
All right, because most people will just say, you know what, I need to rinse my mouth until I don't feel that toothpaste taste in my mouth any longer.
Toothpaste taste is not altogether too pleasant, but
if
you don't want to do it in the morning, you can do it at night before you go to bed.
All right.
So that way your mouth is closed while you're asleep and the fluoride is active.
Wow. Thank you so much, Doc, for joining us this morning. It's World Oral Health Day, and all over Lagos, all over Nigeria today, if you can find a good dentist or even the government hospitals, you might be able to get a free checkup for your teeth. And if this is your first time, make sure you do it. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Talk to us. Mary is in the garden with a turkey. Let's check her out. Hey, Mary.
It's Wednesday and it's all about poultry for today. Last week we dealt with chickens. This week we are dealing with turkeys. And no, we're not talking about the country now. With me is Taufik Sulaiman. Is the chairman of Poultry Farmers Association of Nigeria. And that's the Ikorodu zone. Okay, so today we are talking turkeys. Quite a huge turkey we have here. So many people are interested in rearing turkeys as they rear chickens. For me, if I wanted to start rearing turkey, what am I supposed to know? The basics if I want to start rearing it.
Okay, you need a very good ventilated area. You need space. You need finance. You need the knowledge of the poultry, turkey itself. You need to have the skill, and you also need passion. You need to have passions for animals.
So it's important to have passions for animals when you're dealing with.
Very.
Okay, I'm going to take it from the finance area. Many people are afraid that rearing a turkey is very, very expensive. And that's why you see more of chickens everywhere. And of course, when you go to the market, you end up buying turkey at a higher rate than regular. Why is it so expensive, or is it really expensive as people think?
Unlike the chickens, especially the broiler. The broiler takes like 6 to 8 weeks to mature. The turkey takes a longer period of time to mature.
How long does it take?
1 year, 1.5 years. There are turkeys that have stayed 3 years, 2 years.
Before they're ready for the
exactly.
table.
And the cost of maintenance on daily basis, like that.
So you have to consider the cost of maintenance as well. So if I was to set up a turkey farm, for example, what are the basics? What should I know?
Yeah, like I said, you need the knowledge of the knowledge and skill.
What are the things that, like, for, you know, of course, I have to get in-depth knowledge, but sometimes it's always good to have like a peripheral knowledge of whatever it is you're going into.
Yes.
So if you want to encourage someone, like you want to encourage me now to go into turkey business, what are the things you tell me to do?
Well, I'll ask you to get a good space.
Okay.
You also need, they need good nutrition, good food.
Nutrition. What kind of food do they eat?
The normal poultry chicks.
But they eat more than chickens?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do. They do.
Okay.
So you need to have the space, the good environment, good ventilated environment, then the feeds and water.
All right.
Sparkling water. Water you can consume yourself.
Oh, it has to be clean water where turkeys are concerned.
Exactly.
So if it's dirty water, they would react?
Of course, you are inviting diseases. Yeah. When you give them good water, good biosecurity system. Yeah.
Now, of course, we know with poultry, there are always diseases and stuff. So are turkeys susceptible to diseases more than any other poultry?
Just like every other poultry, they are also prone to diseases. But then, if you have a very good biosecurity, of course, all the diseases and whatever, you won't have it in your poultry farm.
Okay, so capital-wise, how much should I have to start this business?
It depends on if you want to go commercial, like a poult, that is a day-old chicks of poultry. It's for the local. We have the local. We have the semi-local, the crossbreed, and the full imported.
Which one is this one?
This is a local.
This is local. It's not semi-local or anything. This is local.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For the day-old chicks, the cost of the day-old chicks for the local is quite different from the imported.
Okay.
For the day-old chicks is around 600 to 700 per one.
Oh. Okay.
Then for the imported is around 2,000.
Even more.
More.
It's not surprising, considering the fact that you can get the chicken chicks for about 250 or so. But anyway, I'm going to continue this conversation with you because I think I'm really interested in having turkeys in my compound. Well, thank you so much for being here, Taufik Suleiman. It's been interesting talking to you about turkeys and trying hard to stay still because I would like to. I've been so scared it's going to come after me. Well, you stay with us. Wake Up Nigeria continues.
All right, so we brought you two amazing performances today. One from Blessing Osai, or in Brakpemi, and of course, Shua. Amazing. And of course, they're joining us this morning.
They're on the couch.
They're on the couch to talk to us about their amazing performances and how, it's the life of an artist is usually, it can be tough, right? And, you have to keep, improving your craft and refining and it's just amazing. But you gave us a fantastic performance, a rap performance earlier on, and everybody was impressed. They was like,
Can I do something first? Give me 5. Yo. May here, and of course,
I thought you were about to bust some rhymes.
Really? I just wanted people to know.
She had the intro, like, can I do something real quick? Like, real quick?
Because okay, so they're both ladies.
Yeah.
And we both said who they were. But for those that are just tuning in, you need to know that that's May. And this is Onyibrakim.
Oh, God, the way you say my name so easy. Like,
really?
It's usually a tongue twister. I hear you trying to Onyibrakim me. You still have a...
Okay, so I had a chance to practice. I did. But amazing stuff on stage.
I want to start with May. Your delivery today is a fusion of traditional stuff. I mean, you had a beat from the 90s. Some Tupac and Biggie type thing.
You know what I'm saying?
And, why I love it and why I think it's a bold move is that a lot of people will think, oh, this is old school, I'm not interested. But you did it, and you did it so well.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm humbled.
Why'd you go in that direction and not with the mainstream Kendrick, J. Cole type of things that we hear nowadays?
But let me touch that. J. Cole is kind of an old soul as well.
Yeah,
you know, sort of. He has that boom bap.
Yeah,
he has that boom bap feel to him as well. But I really resonate with Tupac's spirit. You know, I'm a vibe person. Like, regardless how cliche that sounds, like I'm a vibe person, but really I just am, because vibrations really don't lie. You know, words could be fabricated and laminated and made to look glossy or sound glossy, but body gestures, the person's aura would definitely tell you more than the person is saying. You feel me? So Pac has always been the one to fight for the people. He has a very big heart, and most of the time he's very, I think there's a lot of misconception around him. He's misunderstood. And I think there's a part of me that yearns to understand what seems like a cipher. Like, my brain likes to be kept busy. My mind gets bored a whole lot. So I like to deal with ciphers and stuff that are not just so obvious, things that make my mind work. And Pac has a whole lot of mystery to him.
I like how you call him Park, like he's your friend, like a Park.
Yes, it's like yo, my G Pac, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just called him yesterday. I was about to say I just called him yesterday. That's a bad joke. That's a bad joke. I didn't call Pac.
But then we also have Oyinba Kemi here. She had to go through the rigorous process of Project Fame.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't understand what that means. A lot of people don't understand how stressful it can be, being in the camp, the training camp.
Yes,
right?
The academy,
the academy, rather. So what was it that kept you going throughout that particular show?
For me, actually, I didn't really, initially, I didn't think I was going to get through.
Okay.
I just wanted to have fun. Like, I got bored at home one day. I'm like, just try it out.
Okay.
Because I'm an introvert. So it's not the kind of activity I would usually engage in.
Okay.
So I just said, let me just try this. I'm a bit bored today. And then I got through and I just kept going and I didn't tell anyone. I got there and people were like, you couldn't even inform us. I was like, no, I didn't even think it was going to go this far. Okay. You know, so when I got there, for me, it was just about having fun. And I did have a lot of fun. Yeah, it was stressful, you know.
It must have got to a point where you're like, okay, so what am I doing? Why am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
What brought you back?
I felt, okay, there's people at home watching.
Okay.
And, you know, having come this far, I can't now give up. So I just had to keep going because of that.
Okay.
And of course, you've done some work. I mean, it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
And you've kept in the circuit. You've continued to do performances, and of course, this song that you came out with that we all watched today, which was really nice. So talk to us about that.
Thank you. About the song, right? I hear songs, and I just have this feeling. My mom went through a lot to put me through school, and I tried to be the good girl and study. I also did some things I wasn't supposed to do, like many of us did. So I just thought about it. I'm like, and education is really important. And I discovered a lot of young girls out there sometimes miss it. You know, I felt concerned. Like, yeah, you party, you have fun. You're in school now, you're almost independent. You have all that freedom, but don't abuse it. Don't forget the reason you're there. And that's the message of the song generally. It's just encouraging young girls to, while you party hard and all that, don't forget the purpose for which you're there, which is why I said, I'm concerned, Aaron, for me, remember the school, remember your home today. So that's what ARA is all about.
That's the sound we're hearing now, which is, I thought was really nice. At some point, I was hearing some Afrobeat close to the end. You were fusing some Afrobeat in there. I thought, okay, nice. That's creative there.
I love the fact that there's a message in your song, but I'm going to come to May now. May, when it comes to messages, you rapped for almost 4 minutes straight. I don't think that's possible without having a message in the song. So for those that maybe missed it or didn't catch the message, what were you trying to push through with that?
First off, let's start with the name of the song, the cover.
Yeah.
It's Hit Me Up. And in the modern day, hit me up means like call me or holla at me. But in my own way, this interprets to ask about me or learn about me.
Right.
Yeah, I went on a self-imposed hiatus for like almost 2 years. And it was more like a soul-searching adventure for me. I went back to the drawing board and worked on my craft and worked on myself. And I'm back now, and it feels really refreshing. And I'm just here to like show people what I've been up to.
Yeah.
So it was so difficult, like as impossible or a bit of an exaggeration as this would sound. It was so difficult to take out a whole chunk of lyrics out of Hit Me Up. I had so much more.
Wow.
Wow.
For real. I had too much to say. For God's sake, I've been away for like 365
You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring you on the show and then just give you like 8 minutes.
But
to just
we have some. We have some of it playing as
and
well.
just spin that tune and just, you know, let you just go.
So about the message behind it is just telling people what's been on my mind. Like you hear the opening lines, it goes, I done the work, come on, no be today. I've been hustling from the very first day. Tear every winch, made it clear for my way. Yeah, go tell them haters, they all finna learn today. I was in freeze mode, now I'm on kill mode.
Yeah.
Ignore a cheat code to
Going
peep
back
gang, yo.
there, right? Yeah.
So I want to draw attention to...
Let's hear some of it. Let's hear some of it.
Yeah.
Got above is really all I need to be LB. Yeah, swear, I only hope you can see how propelling all your distance got me doing my thing. Straight from the concrete, I'm about to be great. Ain't a meal in the world I wouldn't get on my plate. I thought I told you before, now I'ma tell you again. Eternity's gravity would never get me to fall. Swear I'm about to be balling. See the haters on the net, they addicted to trolling. My phone ringing, they calling. Trying to build the same bridge, you don't left to be burning. You a jokey joker, I play you like poker. Cause in the game you a player, but I been a creator. Middle name Winnie Fred, I been a winner by nature. I stay allergic to failure, now that's a fact I'ma tell you.
Okay.
You're gonna make people go whip up all their old Tupac songs.
We're gonna head to the kitchen now, but I was gonna challenge you to rap and challenge you to sing. So let's see what we can do on the way to the kitchen. So who's gonna take the first round?
It can't be that difficult. I mean,
who's gonna take the first round?
I'm sure it can't.
What? Okay, so you go ahead and rap now. Rap. Okay.
So, yo, my name is me.
Are we giving her a beat?
I'm going to the kitchen. Let's go. Something like that. I'm trying to say, what the...
Oh, boy.
Okay, so May...
I was trying.
Dustin was trying. She was doing her best.
Are you gonna try and sing?
Can I sing right now?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right.
I feel too lonely at parties.
Hey.
I don't want shots of Bacardi.
Hey.
That ish just gets me to naughty.
Okay.
And I want no one calling mommy, yo.
Hey.
Any man a sip, smoke going up.
Hey.
Man a coming in, then my girls turn up. Oh, any man a sip, smoke going up.
Hey.
Man a coming in,
May
then
is
my girls
ready for
turn
the
up
future.
and trip.
She's ready for...
Ready to take over.
Let's go.
All right, May, Shua, and Blessing, welcome to the kitchen.
Thank
you guys have been amazing, and we need to reward you with good food. We need to feel that energy that you have given to us this morning. And Chef Nathaniel has made this delicious assumption for you guys. So please enjoy. This is Nathaniel. You want to go through it?
Okay, this is scrambled egg.
Ooh. Scrambled egg.
Bruschetta and guacamole.
Hey, scrambled egg.
The name sounds so foreign.
Yeah, it's a kind of
It's
Italian.
an Italian recipe.
It's an Italian recipe.
Oh my.
Okay.
Can we pray?
Scrambled egg
Bruschetta.
bruschetta.
They want to pray and taste the food.
Oh, I love that. That's nice.
Great.
We thank God for this meal.
Okay.
And we pray that God feeds everyone who is hungry out there. And bless us so we can bless the world. By God's grace. Amen.
Amen. All right, give it a taste.
I love it. Very nice.
Give it a taste.
I think it's the first time I'll get
Okay, so while she's doing that, I want to say a big thank you to our friends over at Only NG for the kitchen accessories on Wake Up Nigeria.
And of course, a big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for making our hair on point. Yes.
Yes,
Loving
indeed.
it.
Yes, indeed. A big thank you to all our guests for joining us today, and especially Blessing and May Shua for those performances.
Amazing.
The performances at the end.
I want to say thank you, but it's a mouthful. It's a mouthful,
Thank
yo.
you. Thank you. I know you're going to write a song on this one. I know.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be called Tasty Bars.
Oh,
Tasty
to
bars.
hear that.
Tasty Bars.
We're going to be back
Nice.
tomorrow for another edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
yes, so.
From us, it's bye-bye. And to all the ladies of your view, here's a big kiss for you.
Wow.